previous video, which was the house versus apartment video, you can go back and watch that. We discussed the fact that apartments tend to be higher valued as a result of being in very central areas. But very obvious fact, apartments aren't the only high valued properties within central areas or city areas. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why real estate in general in city areas tend to be higher priced or higher valued. And this doesn't just apply to Jamaica or Kingston, for example. There's a similar trend in cities around the world, like for example, New York City or Miami. So what are the factors contributing to real estate in these areas being higher priced or higher valued? Before we get into the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with somebody who might enjoy the content. So a common characteristic among city areas is that there's a high concentration of people. In other words, a large amount of people living and operating and doing business within a small area. So this leads me to the first concept that I want to discuss. As a result of living and operating and doing business within a small area, we can theorize that there would obviously be some sort of coming together of several different markets and several different industries. Not only would there be a coming together of these industries within the city areas, it would be a coming together of several industries at the very highest level. So for example, you wouldn't put the main branch of a big real estate company in a rural area or a country area. You would put it in the city area because it would be closer to more customers. So as a result of all of this, and this is the main point, there would be a large amount of money circulating within these city areas. So what happens when you have a large amount of money circulating within a small area? The infrastructure improves, the roads improve, the standard of living improves. Some would argue that the convenience would improve. So if we have improved infrastructure and improved roads, and then a constant circulation of money, the real estate in the area would be higher valued. Almost like an after effect or a side effect or a byproduct. So we covered the first concept, which was based on the fact that a lot of money is circulating within these city areas. Moving on to the second concept that I want to discuss in this video, which is demand and supply. One of the first points that I made was that in city areas, people are living and operating and doing business within a small area. So we have a large growing population within a small area, suggesting that the real estate in that area would be limited. And what does this mean? It means that we're now in a situation where we have a limited supply of real estate whilst also having a high demand as a result of the population. In any situation where there is a limited number of products, limited supply, and then a large amount of people wanting that same product, high demand, the people selling that same product would usually raise their prices. And this is common in city areas. In real estate, this is known as a seller's market. Like I mentioned earlier, this isn't just the case in Jamaica. These same concepts can be observed in cities around the world. So just to wrap things up, why is real estate higher valued in city areas? Two main concepts: the circulation of money within the area, and then demand and supply. Circulation of money in the sense that cities tend to house the highest levels of different markets and different industries. And then alongside this frequent circulation of money, improvements are made on the infrastructure and the environment, positively affecting property values. And then demand and supply, where demand for properties exceeds the supply, resulting in a rise in prices. See you in the next video.